99% of coaching and consulting businesses that are currently done offline can be transitioned into online. That's what I want to start this video with. What's up? My name is Max Tornow, and in this video we'll be talking about how to transition your current existing coaching or consulting offline business into online. So you can enjoy, guess what? More freedom, being time independent, being location independent, and eventually also make more money that you're currently making now offline. Right? So if you like money, if you like freedom, and if you want to be more independent, then this video is for you. Let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you. So here's to your freedom.
So first and foremost, I want to talk about why online. Why would you even want to transition into doing your business online? What are the perks of that? Well, number one, you can nowadays deliver your expertise online. Okay, back in the days, 20 years ago, if you were an expert of some sort, you had to, maybe rent an office, rent some sort of location, probably had to go there physically, take a car, whatsoever, meet the client, the prospect there, and deliver your expertise there. But nowadays, with the internet, with the fact that internet's broadband, it's fast, it's basically for free everywhere, and the fact that you have technology that allows you to see your client, hear your client, speak to your client, really all these things really allow you to deliver your expertise fully online. There's things like Skype, there's things like Zoom, there's things like video calls on WhatsApp, there's email you can send and share documents online. You can have everything on your phone. It is really, really incredible. And on a side note, if you think now that, oh, your field is impossible to do online, give me a second, I'll get to that, because you'll be surprised how well things actually work online if you approach it with some sort of a little bit of an open mind, right? But anyways, the big advantage that online brings you is not only that you can deliver your expertise online, but you can also get your clients online, right? So if you have an offline business, you probably know already how to get your clients, and you probably also know that there's certain restrictions, right? Let's say you're a fitness instructor in Berlin or LA, you only can reach people that are physically in LA, right? So your pool of potential customers is much smaller than it would be if it was online. Because online, all of a sudden, you can coach people around the entire world. If that person can really profit from your help, and if you want to work with that person, doesn't matter where that person is, they can become your client, which basically makes it infinitely scalable for you, right? And the cool thing is, if you combine these two factors, you're completely location independent. Completely. Both in your professional life, right? I mentioned that you don't need to have an office anymore. You don't have to go somewhere to meet your client, but also in your private life. This is something that many people don't even start to think about, because if you really think about it, if your profession doesn't demand you being at a certain spot, where could you potentially live? Like, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Maybe you want to live in Thailand on the beach. Maybe you want to live in New York, in the great city. Maybe you want to tour through Europe, see the world. The possibilities are literally endless, and that is really great. And of course, on top of that, time independent. You don't have to be at a certain time anywhere, okay? You don't have to commute to work anymore. You don't have to show up at a certain job. I mean, probably if you're already a coach, you have a little bit of that already, but you can be fully time independent. You work whenever you want to. You can sleep in if you want to. You can stay up longer if you want to. It's really great. It gives you this whole completely new idea of freedom that many people have started to taste now over the last couple of years, because the trends are moving fairly slowly. Slowly people are waking up and they realize, like, hey, this online coaching thing gives me a lot of freedom. And again, more and more people every day, people join, the club of the free, if you will, and they're able to enjoy their life to the fullest, and that is really great. So let us talk about the mindset problem that I hear a lot when it comes to, but my field isn't possible to coach online, okay? And these are usually fields where you need some sort of physical presence or even physical contact with your clients, with your customers. Consulting is a little bit less of a problem, right? Let's say you consult people on marketing, you consult people on sales. These are usually the people that can see it. Oh yeah, I can definitely do that online. But usually it is certain coaching fields like fitness, for example, spirituality, social dynamics, where people say, oh, but I need to be there in person, right? And That's not true. It is completely unnecessary to actually be there in person. Again, if you approach it from the right angle. Good example is my personal fitness trainer, Mario Tomic, who's literally focused on teaching everything online. He's traveling the world. I think he's currently, where is he right now? I think he's touring through Greece, just on a road trip, and he's still coaching all of his clients online. What does he do? He helps his clients get in better shape. I'm one of his clients. I've met him in person maybe 2 times or so over the last 5 years, and he teaches me completely, 100% online. But he needs to see how I'm doing the exercises. Absolutely, I agree. What do? I film it. I put the phone there in the gym, I execute the exercise, I send it to him, and he gives me feedback on that. But I need to know, I need to have him do it in front of me so I can learn that. Well, he films himself how he does the exercises. When he gives me the exercise plan of, exercise A, exercise B, exercise C, there's a nice little link that I click on. I see the video, how he executes it. He explains it exactly how he does it, and then I do it myself. And then again, I can send him a video if I'm unsure, and he can give me that feedback. It's the exact same thing as if he's standing right next to me, but it's completely done online, right? He can calculate my macros. I can tell him my body fat mass index because I just get it analyzed and I send him the numbers. It is really that simple, all right? And like I said, I've barely met him in person 2-3 times myself. And another example is spirituality, right? Let's say you're someone who teaches people guided meditations, right? I have a good friend of mine, Glenn. He literally lives in LA, and he's helped me on my entire world tour. I think it was my 4th world tour in 2016, 3rd or 4th world tour. And we literally would do guided releases, guided meditations completely over Skype. And it helped me just as well. In fact, we started over Skype, and when I was in LA, I hung out with him 2-3 times in person, but it was not necessary. He basically taught me everything online, right? And then, again, I gave that example earlier, social dynamics, right? My first business, if you may remember, was dating advice business. So what I would do is I would take clients outside, to bars, to clubs, and I would go there with them, and I would help them talk to people that they found attractive, right? And in my head, myself, I was like, of course I need to be there with the client. I need to look at their body language. I need to see how they behave, etc. And I did that for years. I was on, again, 4 world tours and really worked myself to the ground with that. And I loved it because I always loved helping people. I loved the coaching aspect. And back then, my mentor told me, hey, you should transition into doing it online. And I said the exact same excuse. No, but mine doesn't work. But I have to be there in person. Turned out that with the right structure of a longer supported program that we would offer to our clients instead of the short actual in-person program, the clients would actually end up having better results than with the in-person program. Really crazy stuff. So all I want to say here is, number 1, have an open mind. You'd be surprised how well it works online. And number 2 is just find the right way of coaching your clients online. Because if you do that, you can give them great results. And then in turn, you get a lot of freedom and you're much more independent, right? By the way, on a side note, if you do want to see how that coaching online can work very well and how you can literally transition more into online, I got a really cool tip for you. You can literally follow me on Instagram. I'm going to show my Instagram somewhere here right now. Why is that important? Because you get inspired on how I live my life entirely online, how I'm running the entire business online. So if you like to make money, you want to be inspired on the go, follow my Instagram account. And on top of that, I got a second Instagram account that is really high value for you, and that's the Freedom Business Mentoring Instagram account. That's my team and I. On there, we show what is possible for our clients that also transition completely into online coaching. We share value nuggets about online coaching every day. We share our most inspiring client success stories to really show you that it is indeed possible also for you. So these 2 Instagram accounts, if you have Instagram, I highly recommend you to follow them. Now let's get into the main problem here, the main issue, and that is how to transition. How do I transition my existing offline business into online? First and foremost, what you don't need, what is absolutely not necessary, is a website. You don't need a website. If you have one already, obviously that's great, but it's not necessary. We have clients in our Freedom Business Mentoring program making 4-5 figures a month with no website at all, not necessary. You don't need a brand, okay? It's also completely unnecessary for you to have a big brand. Many offline coaches say, I don't want to do online because I don't need to have a YouTube and I don't want people to recognize me. I don't like the famous thing. Absolutely no problem. You don't need Instagram, you don't need YouTube, etc. Obviously, if you want to build that, by all means, we can help you with that, but it is not necessary. Okay, absolutely unnecessary. The good news is, in general, if you already have an offline business, an offline coaching consulting business, you already have the expertise, okay? You already have the expertise, you already have experience, you already know the coaching part, right? You already probably know how to get clients offline, you now just have to transition it into doing it online. So how to do that? Well, number one is position yourself in a niche market. All right. And again, here, you probably don't have a lot of problems with that. With online, it is a little bit different. You probably just noticed it that I said niche market, not position yourself in any market and try to help as broad as many people as possible. No, position yourself in a niche market. Basically, try to tune it down to what is the one thing that you can fix for your clients. What is the one problem that your clients have when they come to you? And what is the one problem that you fix for them? Okay, what's the point A? The situation that they have when they come to you, and where do you bring them to point B, the end result that you can deliver them, right? And you need to see what exactly is it and to what type of target audience that has enough buying power can I deliver that. All right, that's what I mean by positioning yourself in a niche market. Then the next step is to research your target audience. Now, you probably have an offline target audience already. You probably know, okay, the average client of mine is, this age, has that problem, has this mindset problem, probably has this profession, maybe this locale, etc. Now you just have to transition that knowledge into online. So basically, if I take this target audience that I know offline, where does that target audience hang out online? How can I communicate with them? How can I reach them? Right? And then from there, you basically learn how to sell online. If you already know how to sell in person, selling online is 99% the same. And if you don't know how to sell yet because, maybe you were just been lucky and you got a lot through referrals, we'll talk about this in a second. Simply learn the 20 most important percent of sales knowledge that will get you 80% of the results. So also that is, this whole sales thing, especially sales online, I feel like this is this big topic for many people. They're like, but this is oh my God, I don't know, I'm not a salesperson. But it is actually much, much simpler than you think. You'd be surprised how much of a salesperson is within you, especially when it's done online. And that being said, also a huge point is leverage your existing audience. Leverage your existing audience, your existing network, your existing clients for number one, testimonials, okay? Now, if you're doing everything offline, there's a lot of word of mouth probably going on. If you provide your clients with a lot of great results, your clients talk amongst each other, and then maybe you've gotten some referrals already, you just need to digitalize that, okay? So ask your current clients to maybe send you an email, a paragraph, 2 sentences about the work with you, maybe even a quick video that they can shoot. Hey, I'm working here with Glenn, he's amazing. And what you can do with that is you can take these testimonials and you keep them, you can save them, and then you can send them to certain prospects if they're not sure whether or not you can help them. You can even go further if you want to. I mentioned it earlier, you don't need Instagram, you don't need Facebook, you don't need YouTube, but if you want to, you can go further, post these testimonials from offline clients onto your social media platforms. Again, you don't need to, but it helps if you want to do that. And obviously referrals, same spiel here. And then basically transition your clients into working online with you. And you'll be surprised how many clients will actually prefer working online with you, because it's a hassle for them too. Having to go there in person, having to meet you in person, needing the certain structured schedule to be there at that certain time, etc. Many clients will actually welcome the transition, many existing clients, right, will actually welcome the transition from offline into online because it just gives them more freedom as well. And then last but not least, learn how to generate leads manually first. Okay, using the internet online, generating leads manually, reaching out to them manually, closing them, making your first 4 to 5 figures a month manually, and then you can use those lessons that you've learned and basically apply them to generating leads automatically. All right, because that's probably why you are thinking about transitioning into online. You're like, okay, I want stuff to be more automized. I want to remove myself more from the actual process and, getting away from working in the business and getting to working on the business, right? So you basically take the knowledge that you have offline, you apply it online, you leverage your existing network of existing clients, you apply everything online, and then you use these lessons to scale it up and automate even more so you can really taste that freedom. You can do whatever the hell you want. You probably end up making more money. And that is why you want to transition it to online and why it's way, way better they're doing it offline. That's the future. The online coaching market is growing. In certain countries, it's even doubling every single year. So it literally means that as long as you're positioned online, okay, in the right niche market, you'll get this double growth just by being part of it. Let alone you learn how to dominate more and more, you get more than double, right? So again, the market is growing. There's a lot of people understanding the value of online coaching. More and more people are accepting of the fact of getting coaching, getting counseling, getting mentoring online. And it is definitely a thing for the future, especially going forward 2019, 2020, and so on and so forth. So if you're an offline coach, okay, and you say, yeah, I do want that freedom, that sounds great, but you don't know quite yet how to get started, I have something really cool for you. You can literally jump on a free consultation call, either with me or with an expert from my team. And on that free consulting call, we'll basically look at your current situation. We'll be developing a step-by-step strategy for you to break free from the offline thing and get into the online thing and make it easier for you, have you do it automatically. Right? So if that is you, definitely give us a call. Also, if you do think about the idea of doing online coaching, but you're not quite sure what it is that you want to do, give us a call nonetheless. We can help you get started. And also, if you're already making money online, but you feel like there's more potential, you want to scale it, you want to make more money, being more free, also give us a call because we can help you, right? The way that works is you click that link down in the description below or the link that appears somewhere here right now. That link brings you to a page. Read what's on that page, okay? Don't skip that. Read what's on that page because it's really important information for you. And at the bottom of that page, you can fill out the application and book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Call us entirely for free, even if it's international. Don't worry, there's no hidden fees in that. And then we'll help you get started. If the link still works, it means we still have spots open. Usually these spots fill up fairly fast because a lot of people are psyched and excited about that. Now we try to keep as many slots open as long as possible, but they do fill up very fast. So if the link still works, it means we have spots open. Take action, all right? This is your future, this is your freedom. Take this seriously. Don't just X out of this video because otherwise it was a complete waste of your time. Take action, maybe talk to you very, very soon, and let's make your freedom reality. Thank you so much for watching. GG.